the right to express herself.
Well, I think it's relevant for the international friends. We have heard from various, sources and analyses that, Ethiopia has gone back 30 to 40 years. Ambassador Brahane, you spoke of, going back to the Stone Age. So one of the things post-transition or part of transition is the reconstruction, the economic reconstruction of Ethiopia, and some form of a Marshall Plan. So my question to you, Ambassador Brahane, is obviously there are many other pieces that you're focused on, but to what extent has there been some kind of an estimation of the extent of the Marshall Plan that would be required to bring Ethiopia back to even where we were 3 years ago? So that's my first question. The second one is alongside that, beyond the political arrangement of the transitional arrangement and prior to that, the provisional administration that you described, what, in your view, would be also a plan for the social reconstruction, the fabric that has been completely torn apart? Of course, we jokingly referred to, or not so jokingly, but my grandfather, Medhin, indeed, that is a name ascribed to Tigrayans, but also to Amharas. As my grandfather moved from northern Shoa to Walaita Sodo, where he married my grandmother, and brought up my father and my aunts and uncles in Sodo. So now we are at a point of such a polarization. In my family, I see that polarization. And so the question is not only the political arrangements, but how we will come back together as a society. And some might even question whether we were ever together as a society, because it's almost frightening to me how quickly the unitarist perspective took hold. And although you described it as an ultra-nationalist Amhara base, it exists nonetheless. And we have to do something about it. And I have in my own family those who you might describe in that way. So the question is, how do we come back together? Because otherwise there is a real fear that we cannot continue as a country. And so we need to really go beyond the political arrangement. And we don't have much time to address this, but I think that's really the question on the table.
Thank you, Dr. Leni.
Well, thank you, Leni, who have raised very